nothing meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Guys,
Transformers.
let's not delay. Let's go ahead and let's check out these action figures. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at these action figures now. Let's start off with Deadend. This one here is a Deadend figure with the G2 coloring, which is pretty cool. And this one I bought at my local comic book store is Motorhead, which is really cool. I actually paid a lot less than what he's going for, so that was a good deal for me there. And let's check the box here on Deadend. You got the big window so you can see him. He's got some bright neon colors there, which was indicative of the G2 version of the Transformers. Very cool still indeed. And you can see here the Legacy Evolution. You got some neon coloring here on the side as well of the figure. And then we got a picture of him in the back with both modes. If this camera will actually, there we go. Really cool looking there. Got a cool logo up in the top. There's some Lego mumbo jumbo. And then there's some more cool artwork here on the side of the box. Very nice. Some more Lego mumbo jumbo at the bottom. There we go. And since we don't have a box for the figure, we got Motorhead. So let's go ahead and let's check out these figures. Alright guys, so here they are. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the figures in their vehicle mode. Now, Deadend here looks pretty cool. Once again, there we go. He's got some decent rims there. Nice detailing, but a lot of the detailing does get washed away with the coloring of the car. I wish they would actually give some coloring to the detail, some shading, make it so this way it would actually stick out, be more prominent. Once I get a little bit more practice with the paint, I might just go ahead and do it with this one here, being that he is a G2 version. Now, he's got some neon blue guns, and as with the guns on all these Stunticons, they can mount on the back. So you can put the guns up there. I believe he's supposed to be a Porsche. Looks really cool. I like it. I like the decals on the side and on the hood. Looks really cool. But nevertheless, let's check out MotorMaster. Now, this is a very cool MotorMaster. He is quite heavy, and that's because the trailer is pretty much the combiner version of Menasor, where you connect all the figures to. It does have some legs here. Once again, if me not having any fingernails doesn't really help. But there you go. You got the trailer legs there, so you can actually post it up like that without Motorhead attached. Now, Motorhead looks really cool. He looks just like he does in the G1 cartoon. Very nicely done. Once again, lots of detail, but I guess with the black, you can actually see a little bit more of the detail out there. And the back of the trailer here, of the semi, is nicely cleaned up. I wish they actually did something like that with Prime, make it so clean. This one is really clean. As you can see, there's not much to the bottom here, but really cool. Now, the trailer and its trailer form, it's a little bit short. They are trailers actually this short, but in the cartoon, MotorMaster actually looked like he had a very long trailer, and I wish they would have done something like that. I know there is a third-party Stunticon set, whereas I think it's a little bit shorter, and since it's a little bit smaller in scale, they actually made the trailer a little bit longer, which looks a little bit more accurate. This one, nevertheless, does the job and gets what it needs to do, because it hides everything that they need for the Menacer character in it, which in and of itself is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's pick them back on to Motorhead. Very easy. You'll snap on pretty quick. And it is free rolling. Now, it does stick a little bit, but that's because this trailer is really heavy. But there it is, guys. Let's go ahead and let's check out their robot mode. Alright, guys. So here they are in their robot modes, and they look really good. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at these guys right here, starting with Deadend. Once again, the camera's gonna focus, so we can take a look. There we go. I like the way they did the head sculpt. Even though the eyes and the mouthpiece are both the same color, they got that definition there, so you can see that they're two different pieces, which is really good. He does have the left and right on his head. He doesn't have any up and down. The arms, as always, he got the 360. He can go out 90 degrees. They do have elbow rotation, and they do bend about 90 degrees at the elbow as well. But he's got nice detailing on the chest. The paint job is pretty good there as well. He does have hip rotation, as you can see here, which is really good. And now when it comes to the legs, pretty much that's as far as he can go forward, the way they got the legs set up there. Well, you can push it up a little bit harder, but be careful, because you do got to push past certain points, and you could snap the legs after a while with them getting old. It doesn't do 90 degrees. It almost does. It's just a couple degrees shy of 90 degrees at the knee. But he also has the thigh rotation there as well, which is good for posing him up. And on the ankles now, the feet do have good support, and they have ankle tilt there. And due to transformation, you can tilt them back a little bit as well, which is good. So you can get them into certain kinds of poses, which is pretty good. And then you got his two blasters in his hands to get him to stand on his own. Pretty good right there. Now let's take a look at MotorMaster. Now MotorMaster does have a nice head sculpt there as well. Looks almost identical to the G1 style there. Really cool. Just like the chest as well. Very nicely done. He's got some white here. On my figure, the white does look a little bit painted, as you can see, but it looks really cool. And here at the feet, you can see, just like in the cartoon, he does have the feet, the trucks for feet there, which is really cool. Really nice. It looks awesome. It's got hints of the G1 toy and the cartoon aesthetics in it as well, which is really cool. The backpack cleans up pretty nice. He does have lots of articulation, as all these Transformers that have come out in this series. And I like the fact that they're redoing these combiners here to be scale with the regular Transformers and then actually get some cool designs out of it. I know they're coming out with a Constructicon one, Devastator, soon, which will be really cool. I know the Battle of the Primes or something, an older one, they did the aerial bots. So these are really cool. These, I think, look better than those and more to the G1 style. Really cool here. As you can see, all the articulation points on MotorMaster. It's just a really cool figure, in my opinion. You can see the articulation, get the arms out the way. You got the hip rotation there as well. Now, him going out 90 degrees to the side is very easy on this figure here. And once again, you got to be careful with the hips there, because he does go past certain points to get him to go 90 degrees out. And won't really have any effect now, but later on down the line, you might accidentally snap something, so do be careful with that. Now, due to transformation, his knees can bend way past 90 degrees, which can make for some really, really nice posing positions on him. So that's something to look forward to if you're planning on getting this guy. Most people getting him are probably going to keep him in Menasor. I don't know yet. I might get the smaller one to pose up as Menasor, because these guys do look really good too. It depends how I'm going to set up the displays at the new place. We'll see when that time comes. But this is a really cool figure. Got a lot of toy playability to it as well. Let's get him to stand up right. Get him posed up halfway decent. There you go. There goes those two figures right there. And then we also have the original one. I actually did manage to get him while I was doing this, editing this video, so I want to throw him in at the end here. As you can see, the original colors, nice job on. They did a nice job on him as well. Really cool looking. Pretty much looks the same as the G2 version, but this is the G1 coloring of Deadend. And you can see with his coloring here, the details do stick out a little bit better. Not a great deal, but they are a little bit more noticeable on the G1 coloring as opposed to the G2 coloring. But nevertheless, he is a really cool figure. Looks really nice here. And he's going to make a great addition to the Stunticons so I can complete. I do have the other ones, but they're up in storage. That's why they're not in the video right now. But guys, I think this is where we're going to end the video for today.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Look, the Stunticons! Look, the aerial bots! Only the Stunticons! Only the aerial bots have this kind of teamwork. Stunticons, attack! Aerial bots wage their battle to destroy the evil force below. The Stunticons, the Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Nobody can stop Minosaur! That's Superior!
The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Hey, what's going on, nerds and plastic addicts? Welcome back to Sergeant Geek's Collectible Reviews. I'm Peter Griffin.
And I'm Brian. Today we're diving headfirst into some Decepticon drama with the Stunticons, baby.
That's right. It's MotorMaster and Deadend. Two guys who look like they rolled off a Hot Wheels assembly line after doing too much energon.
First up, MotorMaster. Leader of the Stunticons, he's basically the poor man's Optimus Prime if Optimus had road rage and unresolved issues.
Yeah, like if Optimus got cut off in traffic one too many times and said, "Screw it, I'm joining the Decepticons."
This figure's a beast. Chunky, blocky, just the way we like our G1 tributes. Solid articulation, tight joints. He's got that classic square head like he shops exclusively at 80s Villains R Us.
He transforms into a semi-truck, but not just any semi, like the evil twin of Optimus Prime. This dude looks like he charges tolls just to be mean.
And check out that trailer. It forms the skeleton of Minosaur, the Stunticon combiner. He's got more connections than Quagmire on dating apps.
Diggity.
Now let's talk about Deadend. This guy's like if Eeyore joined a boy band and then got kicked out for being too emo.
Totally. He's the guy at the Decepticon bar who says, "What's the point of conquering Earth anyway? We're all just space dust."
But the figure? Super slick. That deep maroon paint, gold rims, and sleek Porsche-style alt mode. He's basically a midlife crisis with a blaster.
He's got good articulation, too. Double-jointed elbows, waist swivel. He can strike her I don't care about this war pose like a champ.
Together, these guys are just 2/5 of the Stunticon squad. Once you've got all five, boom, Minosaur time.
And Minosaur is like Voltron's evil cousin who got kicked out of the family reunion for body slamming the potato salad.
Final thoughts. MotorMaster's a centerpiece with presence. Deadend's got that cool car energy. Both are must-haves for G1 fans or anyone looking to complete that Minosaur build.
Yeah, if you don't get him, you're gonna feel more regret than Megatron after trusting Starscream. Again!
Thanks for watching Sergeant Geek's Collectible Reviews. Hit that like button like it owes you energon. And don't forget to subscribe for more plastic crack reviews.
And remember, real heroes combine, except Deadend. He's probably busy writing sad poetry in alt mode. See you next time!
You have been watching Sergeant Geek Collector's Review. Subscribe and roll out.